Hello, YouTubers of various nations. This is Marie Christine, and Halloween is coming up. Yay! Because we all know how much I love dressing up in random costumes. Okay, here's the problem. As you've probably been able to guess, I have so many costumes at the moment. I'm trying to decide what I should be for Halloween. So, as a result, I'm going to do a couple makeup tutorials that I have of possible candidates, and I want to know what you guys think of them. Lame way to get views, I know. Comment. So, comment down below when this is over. Today I will be doing a Mrs. Lovett tutorial from the Tim Burton version, because I hate Angela Bradbury. Okay, first we're going to talk about hair and costume. For hair, you guys know I happen to have long blonde hair that's not really compatible with Nellie, so I have gotten myself a wig. If you happen to have hair like hers, then power to you. I think this is a pretty girl wig from some site on the internet. It works pretty well. I've styled it really heavily. Depending on how long your hair is, if it's about longer than this, you can probably do a bun. If it's shorter, then you're just going to want to tease pigtails. You're going to need a lot of back combing, lots of frizzing. Curl your hair, wave it out. You can probably get away with being brunette with the hair, although I just went and got myself auburn, so that works. And then, for costume, well, if you happen to be goth, you can probably just raid your closet. But what I have done is I have taken one of my own shirts, which happens to have really lacy sleeves. I'll show you what it looks like at the end. I have taken a petticoat, which I just happen to have lying around, you know. Who doesn't? Try to get the sweetheart neckline, but what's good about Mrs. Lovett is that she actually changes her costume during the course of the movie. So, it's not really like you're confined to one sort of costume. It's just, really the rules are that it's gotta be black, it's got to have a petticoat, and it's gotta be Victorian. So, that doesn't, you've got a wide range here. So, next what you're going to want to do is put on some white foundation. White's probably not the right word, but a really pale foundation. I use Maybelline 110, if that means anything to anyone. And you're going to want to put this all around your face, on your ears. If you've got a low neckline on your dress or costume, then you're going to want to put it on the back of your neck. And just go around until the neckline. You don't have to put it on your hands or anything. Some people would say that you do, but I think that's excessive and expensive, considering how much this stuff costs. And then after that, you're going to want to wait at least 5 minutes before you put on any of the other makeup, because it kind of mixes and then you just look weird. So, I'm gonna apply this, and probably put some fitting background music, and I'll get back to you in a couple minutes.
A customer. Wait, what's your rush? What's your hurry? You gave me such a fright, I thought you was a ghost. Of a minute, can't you sit? Sit you down, sit. All I meant is that I haven't seen a customer for weeks. Did you come in for a pie, sir? Do forgive me if me head's a little vague. What was that? But you think we had the plague? From the way that people keep avoiding? No, you don't. Heaven knows I try, sir. But there's no one comes in even to inhale. Right you are, so would you like a drop of ale? Mind you, I can hardly blame them. These are probably the worst pies in London. I know what it is to take them. I should know.
Alright, now the foundation has set in, so we are going to work on the eyes. You're not really going to want to line the eyes heavily. You might want to line it with just a brown pencil really lightly. Not necessary. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. You're going to want some brown eyeshadow along with purple and black. And first what you're going to do is you're going to work on the bags, because she's like 40. I mean, my gosh, how old. Right. So what I do is I have a purple, just makeup-y pencil sort of thing. And I will line it underneath carefully around my own bags, which I have, unfortunately. And then I will rub that in with some of the darker brown shade of eyeshadow. I'll show you that when I'm done. And then around the top of the eyes, you're going to put some black on the lid, and then you're going to want to go into a deep, deep purple around the crease, and then a little bit of pink just above the crease. And then you can either leave it or add a little streak of white. It's up to you, whatever you feel is best. So I will show you that when I'm finished.
That's all very well, but what are we going to do about him?
Later on when it's dark, we'll take it to some secret place and bury it.
Oh, yeah. Of course we could do that. Don't suppose he's got any relatives gonna come poking around looking for him. Seems a downright shame.
Shame?
Seems an awful waste. Such a nice plump frame. What's his name? Has, nor he can't be traced. Business needs a lift, debts to be erased. Think of it as thrift, as a gift, if you get my drift. Seems an awful waste. I mean, with the price of meat, what it is, when you get it, if you get it.
Ah.
Good you got it. Take for instance Mrs. Mooney and a pie shop. Business never better, using only pussycats and toast. Now a pussy's good for maybe 6 or 7 at the most. And I'm sure they can't compare as far as taste.
Mrs. Lovett, what a charming notion,
Well,
eminently
it does
practical,
seem
yet
a
appropriate as always. Mrs. Lovett, how I've lived without you all these years, I'll never know.
Think
How
about it,
delectable.
lots of other gentlemen are soon becoming
Also
for a shame.
undetectable.
Why they
How
think of
choice,
all
how
that
rare.
pies.
For what's the
So now I have done my eyes. Now, you can put on some mascara. If you do, I would suggest falsies. Don't bother with false eyelashes. It's not worth it. It doesn't look good in this. So I'm gonna do that really quick.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Are your nostrils a quiver and tingling as well at that delicate, luscious, ambrosial smell? Yes, they are, I can tell. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that aroma enriching the breeze.
So I've done that. Now, unless you have that incredible Helena Bonham cheek structure, which I know I do not have. In fact, I don't know of anyone who isn't Helena Bonham Carter that has that. Then you're gonna need to shade your face. If you have a good method of doing this, I'd just go with it. What I do is I take that same brown color palette that we used for the under eye shadow, and just an average blush brush. Try saying that 3 times fast. And I sweep it just under my cheekbones and a little down my chin. And you can also shade your neck a little, but I find that excessive. So I'll check back in when that's done.
Don't I know you? She's... You knew she lived.
I was only thinking of you.
You lied to me.
No, no, not lied at all. No, I never lied. Said she took a poison, she did. Never said that she died. Poor thing, she lived, but it left her weak in the head. All she did for months was just lie there in bed.
So now I've done that. If you've done this properly, you will look dead. That's good. And now we're going to go in for the lip color. Now, you're going to want to use a really, really pale color of lipstick. I've seen people try to do this with gloss. It just doesn't work because you kind of need to cover up your pink lips, not just make them shine through. I use L'Oreal Sparkling Sand or something like that. It's good. It feels good on your lips. It doesn't, I don't know, it hasn't killed me yet. So that's what I suggest, and you're going to want to layer that on really thickly. Alright, I'm now in my wig and ready to talk about accessories. The only real thing that you have to remember is that Nellie has not pierced her ears. So you can't really have any hoops, you can't have any dangly things. If you are going to go for earrings, then use clip-ons. That's all I'm saying. For a necklace, I have just taken a piece of ribbon and stuck one of my earrings through it. I also have another necklace around here that I sometimes use. That is a Victorian immortal necklace, which was essentially a locket for your dead husband. Yay. And I found a picture of some random guy on the internet, whose apparent name was Albert Lovett, sort of, I don't know. So I just stuck that in there. And that'll work too. I think I got this from the Pyramid Collection magazine, so if you want that exact locket, then go ahead. You are going to want lace gloves. You can use netting, or these are sort of flowery. The only real thing you're going to want to avoid is color in the entire ensemble, because she's a widow. She doesn't really wear color. And she's in a Tim Burton movie, but I digress. So you're going to want the lace gloves. Rings, not really. We're pretty sure she didn't really keep her wedding ring, so that's pointless. You're going to want to wear pantyhose, just because, you know, women didn't really go without stockings, so you're going to want to wear something along those measures. As for shoes, just stick with the black rule, really. I usually wear heels, just black heels, but you can really wear whatever you want so long as they're black. Accessories other than that, you might want a knife, you might want a rolling pin, props, maybe a severed head, I don't know. Perfume, try burning hair, or maybe some blood. Just joking. Don't actually go out and kill someone, so you can use blood as a perfume. Right. So that's Mrs. Lovett costume. That's the makeup. And that's about it for this week. I'll come out with another costume sometime around midweek, I hope. Maybe next weekend if I can't really get at it. So, bye YouTubers.